we want to convert 2 and pi plus arctan of 3 into rectangular coordinates. So we know with polar coordinates, this is the r, so r equals 2, and this is the angle theta. So theta equals pi plus the arctan of 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a triangle to help us convert this. Now I was trying to figure out what quadrant we're in. The arctan is 3. We know arctan gives us things in quadrant 1 or 4, and it's positive, so that must have been in quadrant 1. But then we have this plus pi, so if we added pi to it, we know we're in quadrant 3. So we're going to make a triangle in quadrant 3, and we are going to label the sides y and x, and this is our angle theta around here. This is our reference angle in the triangle. And the r is 2. That's the hypotenuse here because it's the distance from the origin, which would be the pole in polar coordinates, out to this point. Now let's go ahead and figure out what x and y would be. We got two connections. We can use a Pythagorean theorem on the triangle and get x squared plus y squared equals 2 squared. And then we can also use the fact that if we had arctan is 3, then we know that tangent theta equals 3. But because of that plus pi, we know instead of being in quadrant 1, we are in quadrant 3, where tangent is also positive, and it's pi away from the quadrant 1 one. Okay, so we know tangent of theta is y over x, opposite over adjacent, and so we know that equals 3. So let's take this one and right here and multiply both sides by x. So we will have y equal 3x. And now we're going to use the Pythagorean equation, x squared plus, but right here where the y goes, we're going to put in the 3x. That needs to be squared equals 4. So now this is 9x squared plus x squared. So we have 10x squared equals 4. So x squared equals 4 over 10. And x equals, the square root both sides would be, square root of 4 is 2 over square root 10. But we now need to think of, we are in quadrant 3 because of that plus pi, and in quadrant 3 x values are negative, so I need a negative on this. Converting it to rectangular, the x value is negative 2 over square root of 10. And then the y value is, we had this connection right here, so the y is 3 times the x, so that's going to be negative 6 over square root of 10 for the y value.